Well, hey, how's it going? Let's see. We're trying a new thing right here. So check out right there. I think you can see where it says restream. We are trying something new here. Oh, hold on, hold on. It's always an adventure around here. How's it going? Figured I'd jump on for a little bit here on a Sunday night. I think maybe more people are around on Sunday night instead, so this might be a little bit more apropos. We can talk about what you're looking at for the week that was crazy, right? And let me see here. Okay, all right, good. I'm on. So I got my phone here, trying something a little different here. There I am. Look at, wee, look at me, ma. Shamir, what is up, man? So we're going to talk a little stocks. I want to know what you guys are looking at this week. And again, bear with me. I see Shamir up there. I got my chat on the side. And let me see something here. Let me play around with this. If I click on you, Shamir, boom, there it is. We got you on the screen. And yeah, so the chat's on there on the screen. I can also do no chat overlay, just make myself big. So I'm back. I was in Milwaukee last weekend, saw Volbeat and Ghost. Really cool show. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ghost or you like them. Sorry, let me hide you. Looking at Realty Income. I love it. I'm always looking at Realty Income. Yeah. So Milwaukee was fun. I didn't do the live stream because I thought this is ridiculous. What am I going to do? Be in the hotel room with my family and show you guys what's going on? So, hey, let me know if you like the overlay better. Maybe I'll put that chat overlay on there instead. Let me toggle that. Boop. And we're back with the chat overlay. That way you guys, I know we can see what's chatting, but we can see it on the screen. Anyway, it's like I'm like a kid with new toys. The reason I switched to this restream is I'm going to be joined hopefully next weekend by Ryan Williams and maybe Darth Dividend. Maybe both, maybe one of the two. And I'd love that. So we can just do like a big group Q&A, whatever, we can talk. I don't have to flap my gums the whole time. I can take a break and think about something and not do so many uhs and ums and what's, But timing, whoa, you hear that? Dude, it's my Burt's Beeswax. It's like an ad, right? It's my Chasmic. My daughter, when she was a little kid, called Chapstick Chasmic, and she had her pack, not a backpack, but she would put her Chasmic in her backpack. So we tease her about that still. But yeah, timing the market, wow, this is crazy. And I think it's true from what I know that some of the biggest bounces and the biggest rallies come in bear markets or down markets. So we'll see what's going on with that. We'll see if this is all because of Russia invading Ukraine. I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with inflation fears. I think that's really ramping up. It's putting a dent in the avocado market. He loves both, right? Okay, yeah, you can see it. Let me do this, Shamir. Watch this. Bing! And your comment is on there. So I think I don't know if I can adjust the settings, but I think it'll stay on there until I unclick it. So this is kind of cool. Gives me a little bit more control over certain things here. Since I don't know, what did I do? Why does it say time in the market? Oh, yeah, you typed that. I'm click happy. I'm clicking away. Here, watch this. Graphics. They had like overlays I can put on, like, what is this, flowers or something? Look at that. Ah, isn't that nice? Yeah, it's fun. They got all this fun kind of stuff. I don't know. You can play around with it. Spaceships, little gadgets and whatnot. Turn it off. All right. So anyway, enough of that. Yeah, I just wanted to say, basically, a little bit of psychology to start this off with, not being able to time the market. I'm an awful trader, and while I do like to look at charts, I think that charts can tell us potentially when a good time to buy something is, but that's just an educated guess, and charts are nothing more than just an educated guess. We have no idea that it's going to hold true when I pick out those support and resistance lines. It's all just people. It's a big action every single week in the market. And speaking of the market, I wanted to do this, so bear with me while I share my screen here. Now you guys can't see what I'm looking at here, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. All right, share. There we go. Let me look at my phone when it comes up. I think you guys can see this. So this is just on investing.com, and the futures are just nasty. Deep red. There's the Dow down 417 points, down 1.23%. In future market, the S&P 500 is going to be down 1.83% right now. NASDAQ down 2%. The VIX is up almost 9%. So it is going to be a little bit nasty tomorrow. The Nikkei, the Hang Seng is down. And as something I love Sunday nights, that we can hear this, it gives us a little glimpse to what's going to happen. So I'll love to see in the morning if it is very similar, if we are also going to be down. Let me hit stop sharing, and I think I'm back now. Oh, see, I don't like that. Hold on. That's so small. Oh, am I pixelated? Oh, no. That looks like crap. I think I'm glitching. Anyway. Yeah, let me get back to the chat, see what you guys are saying. Yeah, you tend to DCA too. Yeah, I don't know what... Stupid thing. Yeah, that looks terrible looking at my phone. That's a little better now. Here, let me do this instead. Let me get that chat overlay out of there. Because we can see what's chatting on the screen anyway. So I love it, man. You're being my test guinea pig here. I love you, Shamir. And let's see if we can look at that again. So we'll go to share my screen. Share my screen. Take a look at stock futures. If that's any better. I think it'll be better because when I put that chat over, it really minimized the window. And here, you guys are going to look with me here. I look glitchy, man. I don't know if it's my internet connection or what. That's a little better. Yeah, I'm looking at what all y'all are looking at. So I'm a little on the side. All right, the screen's, that's not terrible. So anybody that's new here, I love it. It's kind of a running thing around here that I'm constantly learning and playing with this. So there it is. The Dow is now down almost 450 points. There it is officially down almost 1.5%, coming up on 464. It's getting worse. So if all things remain constant, look at the VIX up 10%. Eek. Tomorrow is going to be another nasty day, I think. And I think I stopped sharing. Let me see. Get back there. Yeah, get your trades in the first 5 minutes if that's the case. Here, I'll highlight it. That looks pretty cool. I like that. So I keep looking at my phone, guys. I love it. Yeah, Thursday before they shit. That's crazy. Shot back up. Shot. Yeah, you know what? That is crazy how fast. And I'm out there. I'm like working. I'm telling the guys, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, I don't get any opportunities that stick around. Everything is just boom, rapid fire. It's like rubber banding right back up. But I did, speaking of, I bought Pepsi number 89 at 164.50. And of course, the market, PepsiCo dropped to like 160, the high 160.80 something. And I should have waited, but I still got that 89th share. We're on our way to 100. Can you hear that music, Shamir? I have some down-tempo music because I can't hear anything. I don't have headphones or anything. It's at 15. I'm going to bump it up to, 50. This might drown me out. I'll put it back down. But I have this thing for music in the background that we can put on. And, I don't know if I'm going to do this. Let's see. Oh, that's too loud. No way. I'm not sure why I'm glitching on this. Oh, you did create a starter position in Pepsi. What did you buy it at? Well, I saw a lot of people. I'm on common stock as well. People were saying that they were getting a starter position in PepsiCo. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it down there in the background. It was a little bit too loud, I think. We'll keep it right about 15. I don't know. I think it's a nice touch, but I don't want it to be distracting. Yeah, it was too loud. 168. Yeah, that's... Hey, I've been buying it for 89 weeks in a row now, one share. And I remember buying at 141 and thinking the thing was too damn high. And I bought, I think the highest was like 176. So I'm not worried buying at whatever it is I bought, 164.50. But years to come, it's really not going to matter. I'm not trying to time the market. If you could have bought 20 years ago, just say at 63 or 68, does it really matter? You're still compounding the dividends. The dividends are the same. That's the nice thing that I love about buying dividend stocks, is that when I don't have any intention to sell, obviously there's always a time to sell. But if all things remain constant and they remain a solid company, yeah, I could have got more bang for my buck, but the dividend is still going to be the same regardless of where I bought it at. So I love that. And yeah, it's funny. This may start out sounding a little bit morbid, but I wrote a blog post today. I had a thought. So I love history. I'm not hardcore into history, but one of the things that I thought about was, how many off the top of your head right now Roman emperors can you think of? Just real quick, how many Roman emperors? So for me, it was Caesar Augustus, Nero, Caligula, and then I also had Epictetus because I love Stoic philosophy and he's one of the Stoic emperors. And then Cincinnatus, I think the city of Cincinnati was named. Yeah, I love it. Here, I'll pop your comment up. Anyway, so the point is that I was able to name right now 5, off the top of my head, 5 Roman emperors. The crazy thing is that there were about 70 Roman emperors. So look how many have been forgotten by history. And think of that, and this is meant to be motivating for anybody watching, that if a Roman emperor who at the time of their reign was one of the, if not the most powerful person on the face of the planet, can't be forgotten, there's literally billions of people right now that probably don't remember them. So if a Roman emperor can be lost to the sands of times, then we too most likely will not be remembered in a few hundred years. This stuff I'm making here is all gonna be lost, but it's okay. I've made my peace with it. And the point is that I was telling my kids, this is something that should be motivating to you because people aren't going to remember you anyway. So just do what you're passionate about, do what you love, live your life for you. And this is kind of what I'm doing now. Yeah, I make mistakes and whatnot, but you know what? Hundreds of years from now, it's not going to matter. I love talking with all of you. Whoever hears it, maybe you have a few laughs, even at my expense. Doesn't matter to me. So that was my weird little thought. You'll get goofy nuggets of things like that maybe not other people talk about or think about talking about. I'm a little crazy that way, but that comes with age, and I will be 44 in April. So yeah. All right. So we should get to the topic. One thing I was going to show, though, I was going to go over a couple stocks that look like they may be undervalued. So let me share my screen again. I ran a screener on Simply Safe Dividends, which I am really loving. I might have to find out if they have an affiliate program because I've really been pushing them lately. So here we go. Oh, I closed my phone. There we go. Let's see. Play it. I don't know how to get... Okay, there we go. You guys can see what I can see now. I wish it was a little bigger, but I think if we... I don't know what device you're watching on. Yeah, if I turn my phone sideways, it's not perfect, but anyway. I ran a screener here that they think may be undervalued or reasonably valued based on their PE, not PE, on their dividend yield, if it's above, and how far above their 5-year average. If they increased their dividend during the last recession, if they have been paying at least 10 years of dividends that have been growing, and they have a safe or better safety score. and their 5-year dividend growth rate has been over 8%, the compound annual growth rate. So when we do that, let's see, how do you want to sort this? Why don't we sort it by, just by the timeliness. And some of these I did a video on. You'll see this is where I ran a screen from. Perigo is safe, currently at 2.91%. UGI, utility company, is 3.5%. So they're all saying this right here, Perigo's dividend is 80% above their 5-year average. UGI's is 34 with a 3.5 yield. 99, very safe. Company I'm thinking about looking at, UGI. Cass, we covered, boring company. They do like, I think data, I don't know, entry. I don't remember because I can't remember everything. And they are, let's see, Starbucks, Verizon, and Clorox. Dude, that is awesome. That is awesome. So we'll just run through a few more of these. Atreon, a lot of these, I don't know if I should even bother pointing out, because who's going to really buy Atreon Corporation? I think they're like $600 something a share. They're 31% above their 5-year average, but yeah, I mean, check this out. They are 18 years, $7.80 a share, which is good, but they're $705 a share. So, I don't know. T. Rowe Price, this is probably one of the most talked about recently and one that I'm really looking at. Their dividend yield is 27% above the 5-year average. Clorox, I'd like to buy more Clorox as well. Stepan Company, I don't know them, 19%. Comcast, J&J Snack Foods. I had a fun time looking at J&J Snack Foods. Check out the video. It's my 7 dividend stocks that are over their 5% yield. I can hear myself talking in my ear and it's annoying. Sorry. Throwing me off, hearing yourself in the past. APD, Air Products, and J&J Snack Foods. Icy. If you know Icy or Slush Puppy, they own those brands and they do a lot of distributing to grocery stores and convenience stores, a lot of the foods there. Very good company, not really any debt on their balance sheet, very solid. They were really hit hard by everything shutting down, so they're still kind of rebounding from that. Air Products company I did not buy, very safe, very big company, and I use some of these gases when I'm cutting and welding through my job, so they're very very cool. They actually had a in space through the James Webb Telescope. They had a hand in that. And who else? SJW, Franklin Resources is 15% above. OGE Energy, some of these I'm not too familiar with. Prosperity Bank shares, these are all undervalued. They're saying Medtronic, very, very solid company. Look at all these, 99 safe, very safe, 99. Aflac is also 11%. So there's a few names for you that you might want to look in. You can watch the replay and zoom in, I guess. So let's stop sharing my screen. And then I think as soon as I hit that, it just goes right back to me. Colgate Palmolive. Here, well, let's pop you on there, Shamir. Yeah. CL. Yeah, so let's see. You did. Here, I'll say that. I love it. Nice. Starbucks. Yeah, they popped up a little bit, but maybe this week they're going to drop again. Verizon, I have been buying. And did I say Clorox? I might have said Clorox when you were Colgate Palmolive. Yeah. I did a video way back in the day showing how many shares you would need to buy of Colgate Palmolive to never pay for toothpaste again, to have your, I think it was like 2.25 tubes. I think 2.25 or 2.5 tubes of toothpaste is used every year. So that might be, I think if you got $10 in dividends, then you could just put that toward your toothpaste and you would never buy toothpaste again. That was one of my early videos. Yeah, can I check out FL? That doesn't ring a bell. Here, let me see. I got to share my screen, Phil. And what's up, Phil? What's up, man? Let me see. I know we can all read your comments, but I'm having fun doing that, just popping it on the screen. Let's see. There he is. Let's check it. Do it all professional and stuff, right? So, uno momento, por favor. I wish there was a quicker tab. So when I was using the old one, OBS, I was able to just hit one button, but this isn't bad. I can talk and all right. Anyway, was that Foot Locker? I think FL is Foot Locker, right? Yeah. I think they're a solid company from what I remember. 5.5% dividend yield. They give them a dividend safety score of safe. 33% dividend growth, but I think they cut it. Yeah, they cut it in the pandemic. So let's take a quick peek. 2.92 billion market cap. Let's see. They maintained the dividend during the recession. They didn't grow it. That's good. Yeah, dividend growth streak of a year. Let's get into just a few of the numbers. Oof, it was a steep cut in the pandemic, but the pandemic threw a monkey wrench into so many plans. And there it is. It went from 40 cents a share all the way down to 15. And, they've been stepping it up nice. So it looks like they're raising it twice a year at the current pace, trying to get it. Oh, and it is. It's back up to where. Oh, no, it's not. What am I saying? So we were at $1.50 a share, and right now we're at $1.60. Doesn't that look weird? So this little graph that I'm looking at shows it at $1.50, but it's not all the way back. Maybe they didn't update their graph. I don't know. But either way, it shows that they are now over what they're, or even at 40 cents. Anyway, that's cool. That's good. Their current dividend yield of 5.5% is 108% above their 5-year average of 2.64. And the PE is down. The forward PE is 4.6. Wow, the 5-year average is 10.3, so that's way under. They're way under the consumer discretionary. Maybe this is people are worried about inflation. Let me look at the quarterly sales growth. Yeah, not very much. 10%, 4%, 7%. That Q1 was a big 83%. Earnings payout ratio is not a lot, 34. Oh, dude. If this is accurate, their the free cash flow payout ratio, which is the number I love, is only 12%. And yeah, earnings per share had dropped. Only expected $4.65 the next 12 months. So that might be why they may have made a statement that inflation is. I don't know their outlook, their forward guidance. That's something you would have to look into in their last earnings report. See what management said about the forward guidance. But still, $6.83 of free cash flow per share. Yeah, earnings per share growth. Okay, there it is, negative 40%. Sales growth, 19%. I look at this. They were buying back shares. They had 154 million. Now they're at 104 million. So they've kind of tapered that off. Sales are still pretty good. $8.96 billion. That jumped up in 22. They look good. Return on invested capital, not bad. Return on equity, 30%. So yeah, return on invested capital, they give 17%. I always think, regardless of industry, mid-teens is pretty good. So that's, this looks pretty solid. I would, net debt, not a lot of debt to worry about. And the ICR, this is always my little fun thing I love to look at. The interest coverage ratio, if you don't know, is how many dollars of operating income they have to cover every $1 of interest expense. So currently they have $74.07 of operating income to cover every $1 of interest expense, which is just phenomenal. And you know what? I wish this was a little bit bigger. That's kind of small. I'm not sure I'm liking that when I'm sharing the screen here. That's something I'm going to have to look into. Let's see. I didn't even see that. See, this is the other thing. When I'm in that screen showing you my screen, unless I look at my phone, which I should have, I'm just going to keep flapping my gums until I get back in this, and now I can see my chat. So I think it looks like a good deal. Yeah, Foot Locker. What your dividends pay for it dropped 28%. I'm reading here. You can all read what I'm reading with them. They're buying back shares 40%. Their current market cap. Downside, Nike will slowly phase out of Foot Locker. Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, if Nike is going to be phasing out of Foot Locker, then that's That is something that's pretty big. I don't know how much revenue that they're getting from that. I guess if it's a major amount, then that's why people might be selling. So, uh, yeah, that's a tricky one. I mean, what's Nike gonna do though? Are they gonna be selling in their own stores? Or are they gonna? I just heard a teacher from when I was a kid. It's not gonna, it's going and running. So I always have that habit. You'll hear me when I talk. Gonna, running. I don't say the G's. Yeah, you know what? I don't. That makes me nervous because Nike is huge, and if they're gonna slowly phase out, that could be an issue. So anybody else? I mean, yeah, throw it up there. I'm gonna stay on here till I was gonna do 8 o'clock, but we got a few people on. I just wanted to jump on, say hello, see what you guys had to say. I love it that Shamir. I love what you're buying. I like Starbucks. I need to add more in the bridge portfolio. Which here I can. I don't. I wish it was full screen when I shared my screen, but I have 18 shares in the bridge, and I'm looking to at least get that to 20. And I was waiting for mid 80s, which I know it flirted with. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, I don't know if that's my colloquialism or where I'm from, but if I'm not cognizantly aware and thinking about what I'm saying, I'll probably say thinking. And yeah, so now I'm thinking, now it's tripping me up. So because I'm trying to think of every word I'm saying and enunciate, it's really going to trip me up, and I lost my train of thought. Smuckers SJM. Let's see what they give. I'll just look it up real quick. You're not gonna see me looking at this, but let's see. I'll just see what dividend. I'm sure that's a safe 96. They give 96 dividend safety score. Yeah, Smuckers. They're solid company. They're not going anywhere. I think they own Pepperidge Farm, if I remember right. We just bought some Pepperidge Farm. My kids love the goldfish cracker things that they have. So yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. Oh, it doesn't say Restream on there. Oh, it does say Restream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because I don't know if I'm looking lagging to you guys, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's. I might have to play around with this some more. But this was the whole thing. I'm going to have Ryan and Darth. That's the plan. So this weekend we were going to shoot for it, but Darth is having some exams, some midterms, and he was retaking them or something like that. And Ryan was out and about. But we'll see if we can get it together for next weekend. That'd be fun to do. I don't know. We'll just pick a topic, talk about the market. I wanted to talk about what Buffett bought, what Berkshire Hathaway bought. I say Buffett, but I don't know how much he's making all the deals. I mean, he's getting up there. I don't know if he's the final arbiter of his stamp. But also, if you haven't checked it out yet, I've been doing one a week. I'm going through all of the Buffett letters to his partners, just reading them, taking it nice and slow. And speaking fast, I was on a job and I was listening to a podcast, and they said, you really got to read the Warren Buffett letters to his partners. There's some really good nuggets of wisdom in there. So I went on YouTube to look for it, and I found one person that did it, but he's probably not going to see it. It was awful. I mean, it was like he was just reading like, can you check FL? Valley Trapper, good deal. Hi, Footlocker, awesome. Always nice to see where different appear. It was like a speed reading race, but it wasn't good. And I just listened to it. I was like, this is terrible. So I got the idea to say, you know what? I'm going to do that too. And that's what I'm doing. I've already got 4 of them done. And it is pretty interesting. And the last one that I just uploaded this morning, Warren was saying that 1 year is not long enough to judge the performance of a company. And he was switching to doing a biannual newsletter, saying that he didn't want people to get the wrong impression, thinking that he was now making judgments on 6 months. So he said 6 months is not enough time. There's no way that you can make a judgment on what a company's doing in 6 months, let alone a year. He likes to look out about 5 years and see what's really happening with the company. David Braun, what's up, man? Let's see. There you go. I'm going to pop your thumbs up. Bing! There it is. That's kind of cool. So, I'm finding Streamlabs OBS, which is called Slobs Streamlabs OBS. That's makes it easy switching back and forth. But this restream, which I have to do because little inside baseball, you can't use Zoom unless you pay the $14.99 a month. Maybe eventually I will. So I can't use the Zoom meeting to live stream to YouTube. So I found this Restream up here. Restream. And this is the freemium version. I just got it last night. I'm playing around with it. So it's taken a little get used to. And I can do that where I can, I was showing people I can put the chat overlay on like this, and I don't know. There's something with oh, here, watch this. Follow us on Twitter at RustyRam78. And I can just have a bunch of preset things, but they give me a really small amount of things I can do because they want me to pay for it. So I would be able to put my branding up there where it says Restream and just, stuff like that. Like, there. Hello. There you go. Hello. It's just, I don't know. I'm entertained. I'm a simple person. The fun things that entertain me. And then as we're wrapping up here, where's that spaceship one? There we go. Spaceship. And I don't know. This shapes. It's Sunday night. I love it. Before I was investing, I used to not like Sunday nights, and Sunday still has that weird feeling, but the e-brig, thank you. I appreciate it. Here we go. I'll put your bink. Thanks. I love it, man. I'm just having fun. Some of the early videos I did were just awful. It's funny because as you create content and you go back and look, I see things and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually uploaded that to YouTube and expected people to watch this junk. So, and I'm sure I'm going to keep doing this. I enjoy this. 5 years from now, I'll look back now and say like, wow, what was I thinking? So thank you. And if anybody wants to share what they're looking, let me get these spaceships off of here. If anybody wants to share really quick, I'll give it another, 5-10 minutes. Something you're looking at this week. Let me get these spaceships off of here. Get them off. Yeah, let me know. Let me round my name. See, let's see these little tiny things you can do. It's fun. I enjoy it. So make them stick to it because I've texted with Darth and Ryan and they're going to join me. So we're going to do something live. Did I buy Pepsi on Thursday? I did buy Pepsi. I bought Pepsi at $164.50, and of course I should have waited. I almost bought it at like $166, $165.50, $166, and it rounded your. I don't know if I like that. That's kind of cool. I get so entertained by these stupid little things, but yes, I did buy my 89th share of Pepsi at $164.50, and of course, after I bought it $164.50, maybe an hour and a half later, it was at like $160.86, I think, is one of the numbers I looked at. I said, I could have waited. But again, as I said earlier, I'm holding for the long haul. I'm holding for the long term. I'm not planning on selling. And why does it say 2? Here, let's see. I'll put your other comment up there. Hoping for a dip in Starbucks below 90. Yeah, they did. And again, I'm with you too. I'm looking at more like 83, 84. 4 to get I want 20 shares, and I'm too shy of that just in the bridge portfolio. And oh, by the way, yeah, this bridge portfolio, you can go to dapperdividends.com, click, it's too fast. Slow it down a little bit and enunciate your words, and you won't make a mistake like that. So head on over to dapperdividends.com and click on my portfolio, and there you'll see 3 portfolios that I do indeed share: the bridge, the self-directed IRA, and the Roth. So I love it, man. I just have fun with this stuff. So yeah, I have 18 shares of Starbucks, and I'd like at least 20, and I've been waiting, and I wasn't going to buy it when it was at like 118 or something, 115 I think it was. But yeah, so I'm with you too. I'm hoping for a little bit lower dip. And before I sign off, let's take one last peek at what the old futures are doing on investing.com. So you can tell I'm you can tell I'm, what do you call it? Not struggling. I don't know. My brain's blanking. God, somebody help me. What's the word I'm looking? Stalling. I'm stalling as I'm trying to get to this. Oh, look at that. There we are. So it's gotten worse since we've jumped on, and the Dow is now down 500 points, 1.5%. The S&P is down 2%. Look at that. Gonna be bloody tomorrow morning, I think, everybody. VIX is up almost 11%. So, hey, get your dry powder ready, because everything else is down. Look at the FTSE 100 in England is down. And I think the Nikkei in Japan is down 2%. The Hang Seng is down 1.8%. And wow, even the cryptos here. Let me look at this. I know you guys don't care, but we're not going to look at that. I know it was somewhere. Anyway, I enjoy it. If you don't know, now you know. I believe it's at 6 p.m. the futures market opens, and on Sundays it's fun because you can kind of get a flavor for what it might look like when you wake up. So let me stop sharing this. So yeah, say so a lot. So I don't know what. This is what I'm talking about. Is he singing the American anthem using the word so? Yes, he is. But Sunday, bloody Sunday, dude. That I was at a Hawks game a few years ago, and there was a big fight. I just remember them blasting that Sunday, bloody Sunday by U2. The Living End, one of my favorite bands, covered it. Oh, speaking of favorite bands, this is Face to Face, a punk band from California in the 90s. I got a geriatric cat coming behind me she's 19. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So go on investing.com, click on futures, and you can kind of get a flavor for what it might look like tomorrow. So when we wake up in the morning, or when I wake up, I will not be surprised at all if we are just deep red. I will kind of expect it. Anyway, well, we've been on for 38 minutes, and I don't want to keep these too long because I could probably ramble on for the next 3 hours, and we'll just let people come in, come out, and I could talk to everybody. So I'll give it, what time we got here? Time check from the pilot house. It's 8:09. How about I go to 8:15? I'll give it like 6 more minutes. Anybody want to give a stock they're looking at? What's something you're thinking about purchasing? What is at the top of your list? We'd love to hear it. I'll pop your name up, your comment on the screen. That's my tea Kool-Aid, my AT&T Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid from John Stanky, which I'm waiting for. I've had a lot of people asking about when the spinoff is going to happen. I don't know, but they have said that it will be sometime in Q2 of 2022. So it should be in the next few months. And Intel. I don't know. What do you guys think of Intel? Check out the video I did. I want to point On the videos, I do that so much. So it's funny because it's like, here, perfect example. I'm recording and there's nothing here, but I do the overlay in YouTube Studio when I'm uploading the video. So I'm going to click the box next to my head right here. And that's T. CCI. Is that Cameco? No, that's CCJ. What? Holding T for now. Yeah. It's a what's CCI? Oh, Crown Castle. So I know you guys can't see this. I'm just looking for me 3.5%. And the cell towers, that's right. They do cell towers. Yeah, Shamir's holding T. I'm holding T. I think they know it's what they did wrong. Stanky was a big part of bringing in DirecTV, orchestrating that mess that was Warner. I think the days of the blob-like conglomerates are ending. We saw Verizon. They got rid of their two Apollo partners. They sold off Yahoo Media. They sold off Yahoo. See it? Adding more intel. Nice, Jay. So I'm fun. Oh, wait. No, I want to put Jay back up there. Yeah, there we go. This is my new toy. This is Restream. So if anybody does YouTube, if anybody, try it out. This is the freemium version. They tease you. This is Canva did this a lot. I love Canva. Companies like this, they'll say, here, use our product. And let's see what you got to say. The eBrig fiber connection. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I did do a video showing that, and I kind of stumbled on it, that their debt, it extends all the way out till 2097, and they can easily cover it. I broke down, I think the next 5 years, what their expected free cash flow sans, that's fancy for without Warner Media, they can cover the debt payments after they pay out the dividends. So the free cash flow minus Warner Media, minus the dividend, they have more than enough to pay all the debt that's coming due in those years. But it's kind of funny. I mean, you don't think of that. Out to 2097, they have debt. What do I plan on doing? I am probably going to keep a couple of them, but more than likely, I'm going to just sell them and buy more AT&T, because that AT&T dividend should be about 6% after the spinoff, if I'm doing my mathing right and what I've read from analysts and other people that are in the know. But, I don't have any pure play. I don't outright own any pure play. Yeah, good. There you go, David. Good. Yeah, feel free to jump in, answer each other. I mean, we're all a community. I love it. I think I'm going to buy more AT&T with it, and I might keep 2 or 3 because it's a cutthroat industry. Maybe not cutthroat, but it is so capital intensive. I think there's very little chance that they will ever pay a dividend because they're constantly going to need to keep plowing that revenue into new content, because new content is obviously king, and they're trying to compete with, just here in America, they're competing with Netflix and Disney Plus and Peacock. I know I've seen, and Paramount. There's so many streaming companies. Yeah. So I think I'll keep a couple, just, they're free shares, but more than likely I'm just going to look at it as a special dividend, I guess. And I'll just plow that back into more AT&T shares. But I am going to keep a few around just to see what they're going to do. So, all right, one more minute. Okay, it's 8:14. I got TV to watch with my wife. By the way, what we do is the only TV I watch, and this is unless I'm working, something crazy pops up at the end of the night, right around 9 o'clock. My wife and I will have a cocktail or two, and we have a few shows we watch on aforementioned Netflix or one of another streaming service. We really don't pay for TV. It's called Cinema HD. Not going to say any more than that. There's some ethical concerns around it. You can Google Cinema HD. We do use that on an Android box. So between that and Netflix, that's pretty much what we do. And it's just our little bonding time at the end of the night for the last 45 minutes to an hour of the day after all the work's done. That's our chill out time when we can just shut the brain off and just hang out. So I like it. This has been fun. I enjoy this. I've had a new toy, and I'm hoping next weekend when I do this that I will have either Ryan Williams and or Darth Dividend with me, and we can just chat. You guys can throw questions out, whatever it'll be, and I think it'll be more funner. It'll be more funner because I don't have to keep flapping my gums and not worrying about dead air, and it's a little, I guess I'd say, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Something I'd look forward to, because while I don't mind this, I can't just sit here and think about something quietly for 15 seconds while somebody else is talking. So, yeah. Anyway, cool. Well, I thank all of y'all for joining and coming on, and I might do it next weekend by myself, and if I can't get one of them, that's fine. So, I think it looks a little better. It was glitchy earlier, so I don't know what was going on with that, but yee. All right, guys, I love it. I love you. I do the salute because I was in the military, so I'm saluting you, and it's a little bit of an homage to my military roots when I was in the United States Navy, which is that picture right back there. That's my... Here. Here's a special little behind-the-scenes bonus. I don't know if you can see this. Damn light. You're not going to be able to see this. Terrible. How about that? A little better? So that is the aircraft carrier USS John C. Stennis, where I was stationed on. And that is from when we visited. So I know it doesn't show up, but that was a birthday gift my kids got me from the boat. So, all right, everybody, I love you. I see you dropping out. Appreciate all of you sticking around. And I'm going to try and do this. We're going to end stream. Aloha. I'll see you guys later.